Yo, what's up, y'all? What is going on? What is going on? Peace and blessings to everybody, man. Peace and blessings to everybody. I put out certain videos, ahead of time. And not all the time my energy be fully right inside of a video. Sometimes I might be going through something, but I still decide to do the video. Like, I might be disciplined, but sometimes the emotions might not fully be relaxed. Like, I might not have meditated or prayed that day or whatever it is. But yeah, so today, basically, I wanted to speak about something, right? And I already had recorded this before, but it deleted somehow. So I'm going to speak on why I feel and why I think and why many cultures don't support women sleeping with other men, right? So for me, it doesn't make me feel comfortable if I'm dating a woman, right? And she's already talking to somebody, or she's not on the verge of leaving somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm talking to a woman, I prefer if she is not talking to anyone. That's the first. Second, she will have to be on the verge of leaving. Like, soon as me and her start talking, she basically leave that nigga. You get what I'm saying? So I think that, women want security, and they want to know the person that they're moving in with, or the person that they're starting to talk to that's brand new. They would like to know if that's a really good option, or if that's a better option, or they'll just stay in that situation. But me personally, I don't think any woman should stay in a situation if it's not for them, right? I think a woman should be alone or be with her friends rather than stay in a situation. To me, that shows that woman has dependency issues. You know what I'm saying? Why be in a position, or why tolerate things that you don't like and still stay anyway? Those things subtly changes a person. The longer a person stays in a situation that they know they don't belong, God has already told them that their season is up in that relationship. That their season is up in that relationship, and they still choose to stay in that season because somebody else did not their emotions so they could move on, then they're gonna be in another season with that person, missing out on other blessings. So I think it personally takes strength for a woman to leave out of a situation immediately when they've seen all of the signs, right? It takes strength. And I do like a woman that is emotionally strong in that area, and a woman that doesn't mind being alone until her man comes. You know what I'm saying? I think that takes a lot of strength, and that's what I do require in a relationship, is a woman that does have that type of emotional strength, because I feel like it carries into other areas of their life. I think that's a beautiful thing. So one of the reasons why I think that women should not have multiple partners and just have one partner is because most women know that men are their leaders, right? So if she has two men in her life, that means that two men are going to be leading her. One man might have plans, the other one might have different plans. So now she's torn in between the two. She's doing this, she's doing that, and it causes confusion within her, and it also could cause arguments within both of the men, because now she is doing different things. You know what I'm saying? She's taking on different energies. She's absorbing energy. Yeah, men absorb energy, but women are more emotional, and they internalize pain, they internalize pleasure differently than we do, right? Their pleasure centers are different. Their body is different. The amount of water that they have in their body is different. And everybody knows that men and women think differently. And it's how we interpret and how we perceive situations, right? So it's no such thing as a double standard when it comes to those things. There's no such thing as it, because they're completely different than us. However, you do have women that will like to compete with that concept. However, it does take an educated woman, and also a woman that submits to the science and the knowledge of understanding the difference of men and women on a psychological level, on a neurological level, on a physical level, and on a spiritual level. There are complete differences. And if a woman is not educated properly about these things, then they will just go with anything, right? So, not to mention, what if that guy that she's dating secretly doesn't like you? You know, and that's something to consider as well. She could be dating your enemy. She could be dating someone that secretly doesn't like you, and now she's absorbing that energy, right? So I don't think that's healthy. So that's just me personally. I don't believe a woman should have more than one leader. And that leader, she should choose wisely. My second thing is that how she internalizes the energy. Women are emotional. So when a man has sex with a woman, most women are emotionally led. So whoever is making her feel something different, it doesn't mean that that is the right thing for her, but whoever is making her feel some type of way, she'll spend more time with that person. As for a man, most men can juggle multiple women. It's known for men to do that more without being as emotionally attached to the situation as much as women. So when it comes to sharing the responsibility of dealing with more than one thing when it comes to sexual relationships, men typically tend to be more responsible in those areas as far as time is concerned, as far as respect is concerned. Like, if a woman has multiple men and stuff like that, she'll flake on dates, and she'll just, flake on this and flake on that, and you know what I'm saying? It'd be more difficult for her to keep her word. But you know that there are men that be having whole families and stuff like that for years, and the woman will not know because the man specifically knows how to move in that situation. Not saying that what he is doing is right. However, he knows how to make that woman still feel like she's the only one. You understand what I'm saying? As in, when you're dating a woman that has multiple partners, she will be on her phone. The respect changes. How she treats men changes. You know what I'm saying? She'll also will do things to make men jealous, make other men jealous that she's around. Like, oh, I don't got... Like, it's a level of detachment and a manipulation that comes with women having multiple partners. Most women are naturally passive aggressive, so just how they communicate is naturally passive aggressive, as in men are more a little bit upfront and direct. So when it comes to how she handles situations or multiple partners is going to be different, including in how she communicates. It might not be as transparent as a male. So those are already two things, right? And the last thing that I would like to mention, and I'm going to do a part 2 to this. The last thing that I would like to mention is that when it comes to diseases, women are more prone to get different types of diseases, and it can mess up their pH balance when they also deal with multiple men. So they're more prone to get diseases. Okay? More prone, like yeast infections, little type of infections, because their body has more water and it absorbs, so it affects their body different. So if she is not biologically educated on sex as well, then she's not really going to understand how this is going to be impacting not only her body but also her mind, right? So that's all I have to say. Those are 3 things, 3 reasons why I don't feel like women should have multiple partners. All right, guys, peace and blessings.